All right, let's look at some examples of geometric sequence problems. So first of all, we'll do the definition. So if U1 is the first term, R is the common ratio, the general formula, well, let's write down our terms. We would start with the first term, U1R is the second, U1R squared is the third. So my third term has 2 R's, my second term has 1. We keep going on, we get to the nth term, we would have n minus 1 R values that have been multiplied. So there's my common formula, or sorry, my general formula or explicit formula. So U sub n is U1 times R to the n minus 1 power. So let's go ahead and try and use that. All right, it looks like I'm geometric with a common ratio of 3 and a first term of 2. So show that it's geometric. Well, that means that 6 over 2 should be the same as 18 over 6, which is true. Those are both 3. So U sub n is the first term times R to the n minus 1. Note this does not simplify. It does not become 6 to the n minus 1. We have only 1, 2, and we have n minus 1 threes. Okay, are they terms? If they're terms, so if terms, then n is going to be an integer, more specifically a positive integer. So this would be our un. We would get 2 times 3 to the n minus 1. So divide both sides by 2. And we're going to get 1458 over 2. And now I want to know if this is a power of 3. I believe that it is, but I can use my logs to help me. So we would have 3 to the n minus 1 is 729. That implies that log base 3 of 729 is n minus 1. My calculator, remember I've got a shortcut here. Oops, in this menu, I've got my log base. So log base 3 of 729, I can just hit up and enter. And I get an integer. So this implies that n is equal to, add 1 to the other side, and I get 7 because I had 6. So therefore, 1458 is a term. Let's repeat with 2916. So half of 2916, get rid of that 2 first. And then we're going to go into log base 3 of that 1458. Well, already I know that 729 times 2 is 1458. So I don't think there's going to be anything that I'm going to be able to do with a power of 3, because I know 3 to the 6th was 729. So 3 to the 7th is going to be greater than 1458. So I think that my solution here is not going to be an integer. It's going to be a number between 6 and 7. Therefore, 2916 is not. All right. So I'm going to come back in the next video and do our next 2 examples.